Good morning, seventh graders. I just wanted to give you some quick instructions on today's task with the novel Tangerine. So if you look in the teacher novel study there that's on the Google Classroom page, you'll see that you got a little bit of a shorter reading to do today, and then your normal responses to kind of think about some of the key events that are happening in the book and making some decisions about choices and consequences that characters are making and some predictions. Remember that you're kind of sticking those questions should be addressed to the pages that we're reading today. So if you have read ahead because you just can't wait to find out what happens, make sure that your responses are sticking to the pages that are assigned. The second task, I wanted to give a little bit of an updated instructions. Remember that anytime that you're looking at one of mine slides or when you copy and paste, there should be some instructions down below. And so there are some there, but I wanted to go over a couple things. This comes from activity 311 in the textbook. So if you have your textbook, you could take a look at it in there as well if you needed to. But it's addressing the ideas of tone and mood. Tone is like that attitude that you take towards the subject. You've heard me say before that, you parents have maybe said to you, don't take that tone with me. And then that means it's the way that you maybe are saying something to them. Mood would be sort of the feeling that you would get out of something. So it's easy to, think about in, kind of scary movies that the mood has sort of this eerie sort of feeling to it. That is going to be addressed over here when you analyze different versions of Amazing Grace. And then we also have the idea of literal versus figurative. So you're looking at just one little part of the lyrics to Amazing Grace, and you're looking at, and we're focusing on that whole idea of sight and blindness, connecting that to the novel, because Paul is constantly being told that he can't see very well, but he thinks he sees just fine, literally. And then kind of figuratively, we're looking at, what he sees about Eric that maybe other people don't see. And so when you look at literal meaning, you look at the song and just like literally, what would it mean if I was blind, but now I see? And then figuratively or symbolically, we're looking at a little bit more of the deeper meaning when you see this part right here where it says, I once was lost, but now I'm found, and then was blind, but now I see. So figuratively, like how does that have a kind of bigger application to the person's life? Then over here, originally I was going to have you guys search for your own versions of Amazing Grace, but it turns out that quite a few of the versions you're not allowed, like they would be blocked, I guess. So I have an audio version here to listen to, and then you just simply describe what you think the tone is and the mood. You can Google tone and mood words to help you get some more specific words that you might want to use. And then I have just come up with a couple different versions that are different. So the audio I have here and the video would be kind of three different versions that have different tone and mood. If you would like to search other versions of Amazing Grace, you can. It just could be a little frustrating as sometimes you might run into some trouble as far as whether they're blocked or not. But if you could replace my videos here if you want to. I hope that helps out. Take care today, and just let me know if you have any questions along the way.